cool. And let's, you know what? Let's go this way. So, okay, turn your guys' paper sideways or horizontal. And you guys are gonna, what you're gonna do is you're gonna do what I do. And let me refresh this here, if it will refresh. No, that's not it. Refresh this. Here we go. All right, cool. Just want to zoom in here. All right. Here we go. There's a little lag, but just follow along. Okay, so we're going to title this. We're going to put a title first. This is our focus. Figure drawing. And how to draw people. Okay, how to draw people. So, number one way how to draw people is observation. Okay, so observation, that is looking with your eyes at a person and drawing them. Okay, so it's eyes to paper or eyes to canvas or eyes to whatever. So eyes to paper, we're going to say. Okay? Now, observation. Also, you can go eyes to photograph to paper. Okay? Eyes to photograph to paper or canvas, etc. Okay. Dot, bullet point, bullet point. Okay? So there's some observational ways to draw a person, okay? And then there's another way we go eyes to another artist's work. Another artist's work to your own or to paper. Okay, to paper. Or canvas or whatever, okay? So you can look at a person real live, real time. You can look at a photograph and then to your paper or whatever, and then you can look at another artist's work. Because, let's say you like anime style, and you're going to look at anime artists and you're going to copy their work, you're going to get their vibe, their style, whatever. Okay. So those are some ways that's observation, okay? So, another way that you could draw people, you do this a bunch, right? Observation. Do this a lot. 1,000 times. 200 times, 500 times. I don't know. However much time it takes. Okay? So you do that a lot. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. however much time it takes. All right, so you guys get the idea. Put a little star there. Number 2, imagination. Okay, so you do this a bunch, right? You do this a lot. Observational drawing, whether from a real person, a real person, photograph or another artist's work, a lot. And then you're like, okay. And you're constantly testing yourself. You're constantly just like drawing from observation and then trying it out from your brain. Just taking from your brain, putting stuff down, right? Now, what I'm telling you doesn't only apply to drawing people. Okay? It applies to the standards that I talked about before. People, animals, plants, objects, okay? Anything in nature, human-made, okay? Same thing. So then we got imagination. And there we go. We're done. Just kidding. We're just getting started. But I want to make that kind of clear, okay? So this is figure drawing specifically. After we do figure drawing, I am going to touch a little bit on animals, okay? And we're going to get into anatomy for artists. We're going to make things as simple. I'm going to make things as simple as possible for you guys, okay? When we do this. Now we're going to kind of go into proportion now of the human body. Some people say all I can draw is a stick figure. So what we're going to do here is we're going to draw a stick figure. So we're just going to go, well, I'm not even going to do that, but I'm going to show you a stick figure thing later. But let's just get in proportion. So one of the first things that we want to know is proportion. And this isn't anatomy at all. This is just, well, it is kind of anatomy. Okay. So proportion. You know, what are the measurements of a human body? You know, let's say a grown male or female, okay? And because when a baby has a different proportion than a child's different proportion than a preteen. Preteen's different than adolescent, which is you guys, because you guys are still growing into your bodies, okay? And, you know, at age whatever, a guy grows till they're like 25 or 21 or something like that. And I don't know that. But anyway, so proportion, we're just going to go off like a grown adult, okay? Generally proportion, we're going to make a little dash like this. Excuse me. Then we're going to go down to the bottom, close to the bottom. We're going to make a little dash down here. This is the height of a person. So we're just going to go height of a person. Okay? So we got the height of a person. So about halfway, okay, I'm going to guess that's about halfway. Now, how do I check it? I can just take my fingers like this. I can go like that. Tighten them up. And then I'm going to go down here. I'm going to go, okay, cool. That's about equal. We're going to go down a little bit lower. Because this is the top of the head. This is the pubic bone. Okay, this is going to be the pubic bone, pubic symphysis, the groin, the crotch, whatever you want to call it. Okay. And we have the top of the head. Actually, we're going to go like this. We're going to go top of the head. And we're going to put a head here. This is about a head. And what is a head height? Head height, you have, oh shoot, you know what we need to get into? We need to get into, gotta go over here for a second. You need to get into cranial units. So we're going to get into cranial units, okay? Not just head height, but cranial units. You're like, what the heck is a cranial unit? We're going to get there. So we got to look up Robert Beverly Hale. Cranial units. Cranial units. And this is an awesome thing. I don't want all, I just want images. And we're gonna go, I'm finding it here online. I don't want that. Oh, here it is. Cool. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So we're going to do this instead, guys. What we're going to do, am I zoomed in enough? No, I'm not zoomed in enough. So I'm going to zoom in even more for you guys. There we go. Okay, cool. All right, let's break this down more. Boop, beep, boop. All right, so we're going to talk about cranial units. What is a cranial unit? What a cranial unit is, it is a circle. It's a circle, okay? So that's a cranial unit. So what we're going to do is we're going to break up this part right here into 6 parts. We're going to go here in the middle, and then we're going to break this. We're going to divide this into thirds. So we're going to divide this into half from here to here. We're going to divide that in half, and then we're going to break this section up here to here in thirds. And then we're going to break this section up from